Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're actually going to be talking about Hedera HBAR or HBAR. We're also going to be talking about Ripple XRP. And the reason why we're going to be talking about these two assets specifically is because when we're talking about, the long-term growth of this market, we do know that utility tokens, once we get into a utility-driven market, are going to reign supreme. We know right now we have to pretty much wait for Bitcoin to kind of do its thing, as we already know. But we talk about XRP and we talk about HBAR in regards to hitting a $1 trillion market cap a lot on this channel. I think that XRP could potentially hit $1 trillion this bull run. That's around $21. We also talk about, HBAR getting to there, at some point in time, not specifically this bull run. And that's pretty much the idea of the utility-driven market as well, which we're going to be talking about. So overall, let's just jump into it. Let's talk about a few things. Also, comment down below which one you hold. If you hold both, then that's great. Also, hit that like button if you guys haven't already. Definitely subscribe and turn notifications on if you guys do love crypto content. So overall, when we're talking about XRP, it's still ranging around $1.15, sitting at about almost a $54 billion market cap. And of course, we do see Hedera HBAR down here, sitting at about almost 37 cents, sitting at about $5.4 billion. Now, I'm just going to say it right now. When we're talking about these assets, I always say this. I always say XRP and HBAR at $1 trillion plus is inevitable. And I do strongly believe this. I still think that this is the truth. When we talk about utility assets and we talk about the future of this market, I do think that at some point in time, when we're talking about Bitcoin being at number, 1 with 44.8% dominance, we pretty much just look at Bitcoin as the king of crypto because that's what pretty much controls this entire market. But I think a lot of people undermine the fact that in 2017, 2018, XRP hit in percentages about 30+%. So, a utility market is not too far away. I don't think that it happens this year, and I don't think that it will happen until those ISO 222 tokens are actually brought in to the banking sector and utilized on a daily scale, or just until something like HBAR really gets a hold of the market in regards to just continuously pumping. And I think that that's where the dominance factors will happen. But we talk about HBAR in regards to DLTs. We talk about it in CBDC form. We talk about it with stablecoins. I think HBAR is a massive gem in the making, and I think a lot of people are overlooking it just because there's a lot of gains to be made elsewhere, which I don't blame people for doing that. It's just I am a visionary and I see the long-term value behind it. For an example, Hedera HBAR at a $1 trillion market cap is still worth $67, and that's only at a $1 trillion market cap. Now, say for so, we did the total supply, right? Still, at $1 trillion, it's worth $20. That means at, a $10 trillion market cap, it's worth about $200, which I understand $10 trillion is a significant amount. I just don't think that it's that significant for assets like HBAR that are doing incredible things. Now, in regards to XRP, like I was saying originally, a $1 trillion market cap would put it at around roughly about $21. We know that the total supply or the max supply won't be the gist of it. It won't ever be out there until like around 2025. So we don't have to worry about that too much, this bull run, next bull run, whatever the case may be. In regards to that, next bull run will be around 2023 to 2024, even 2025. So overall, that's the time to kind of worry about it. But I think that by then, I strongly do believe that we will be in a utility-driven market because we do talk about ISO 222 tokens going live in 2022. We also talk about the digital age of transformation through financial services, financial payments, and that entire scene. So I do think that at some point in time, we will be in that utility-driven market where pretty much things continuously go up. Now, saying XRP and saying HBAR could have a $1 trillion market cap is it's easier said than explained because a lot of people will be like, well, you saying that it's going to have a $1 trillion market cap doesn't mean that it's going to have a $1 trillion market cap. And I get that. Of course, I'm not going to say that these are going to have a $1 trillion market cap without doing my research and actually understanding what these two assets do fully. And I think that that's where the idea of my, $1 trillion prediction coming true, right? Because when we talk about these assets, I'm not saying that they're going to have a $1 trillion market cap tomorrow or next year, whatever the case may be. I think XRP could hit $1 trillion this bull run. As you guys already know, I think $28 is possible. I also think $25 is possible. I think, $22 is also possible myself. So when we're talking about that, I think that it could happen this year. But HBAR is a little bit different. I don't think HBAR could hit, a $1 trillion market cap this bull run. But we do know that it could hit that market cap at some point in time, especially considering the fact that what they're doing in the payment scene. If you guys haven't seen this already, I'm sure that you probably have, but if you guys haven't, they are focused on the digital transaction values of the market of finance. They're even saying here by 2023, the market value of digital transactions could hit about $6.7 trillion. And this is absolutely massive to see, especially when we're talking about something as disruptive as Hedera Hashgraph in this scene. And we always talk about, CBDCs, we talk about stable coins and all that kind of stuff. And of course, tokenization on Hedera is the biggest key here. Now, just so you guys know, in regards to the tokenization, they don't need to utilize smart contracts, but smart contracts are a big thing. In fact, we do see here, going back to September 16th, which I've done a video on this specifically, we do know that they are upgrading this by integrating the Hyperledger Basu EVM, and this is going to allow them to actually scale at 100 transactions per second plus within smart contracts, which is revolutionary. It's actually game-changing, and I've done a video on this explaining how huge this actually is, because we even see here in Q2 alone, Ethereum settled 2.5 trillion transactions, $2.5 trillion in transactions, I should say. Now, where does the fun begin for HBAR in this sense? And what's the end game here? Well, it's very simple. First off, we know that Suku, they came over to HBAR after realizing the fees on Ethereum were extremely too high. ProvenDB did the same thing. HBAR is being utilized and chosen more than Ethereum itself. For a fact, we already see this, right? We see total transactions, Ethereum time taken 6 years to hit 1 billion transactions, and we do see HBAR time taken 19 months. Okay, now this is a little bit of an older photo, and we actually see that the transactions here were 1 billion, 10 million. And if we come over to Dragonglass, okay, we already seen that this number here updated fully to about 1.7 billion. And this is actually updating every single day. We see on the daily it's actually going up by 3 million transactions. On the weekly, this goes up about 20 million. On the monthly, this goes up 94 million transactions a month. Now you might be wondering, well, why isn't the value of HBAR going up? Well, it's because it's so low cost to transact on the Hedera mainnet compared to the Ethereum mainnets, right? So when we're talking about that transactional volume, that will come in time. But this is so big because if we could, usurp the Ethereum, transactional data flows over their smart contract systems, which I think that we easily could, we're talking about massive amounts of scalable, projects coming over and dApps being built within the Hedera ecosystem. Okay? Now, that is just one big piece of the pie. We also talk about the MTech and Hedera Hashgraph partnership, which is focusing on the central bank blockchain infrastructure, which we already know that they're planning on what's coming next. We've talked about this. I think HBAR easily hits a $1 trillion plus market cap at some point in time, especially considering the overall case studies with all of these massive use cases being built on the Hedera mainnet, utilized and all powered by HBAR itself. And it's going to take a little bit of time, but we will get there. And I think that it's going to be well worth it, especially considering the fact that even with the total supply, which the total supply won't be in circulation until around 2030 or something like that. But we do know that at $1 trillion at the current supply, it will be $67. Say for so we're at, say for so we're at 30 billion in circulating supply. Still $33. It's absolutely incredible. All right. So when we're talking about long-term growth, I think Hedera has it, under wraps. I think that they're doing incredible things. Now, how does XRP get there? Okay, so first off, XRP, in regards to a $1 trillion market cap, I think that's 100% inevitable. I think that happens. It could happen this year. It could happen, by the next bull run. But I think that we get there, or even get a little bit close to it, this bull run alone. In fact, I think that we easily hit $10 plus this bull run alone. And you guys could save this video and come back to it as well. I do think that we get there. I think that it's an easy journey overall. But overall, when we're talking about the end goal for XRP, it's not a $1 trillion market cap. It's actually much higher. Same for HBAR, right? I've discussed that multiple times. But how do we get there? Well, very simple. First off, we talk about what Ripple is trying to do within the banking system and the financial institutional sector. It's all, the power of RippleNet is all behind, XRP itself, right? It's leveraging the power of XRP through RippleNet's on-demand liquidity service, right? Now, we also talk about SMEs. We talk about the B2B sector. This is trillions of dollars that will flow over, the RippleNet, utilizing XRP. Once we get to that point, a $1 trillion market cap is going to look fairly small, in my opinion. But we talk about XRP and what it's actually doing. And Ripple, in my opinion, is very similar to Hedera HashGraph in the sense that it's one of the most legitimate projects within the scene, and they're doing incredible things in regards to revolutionizing the entire fintech zone of financial services, financial payments, and so forth. Now, of course, when we talk about cross-border payments, we already know that XRP is being utilized on a day-to-day basis through ODL demand, on-demand liquidity. So a lot of people don't understand what on-demand liquidity is. Well, they're focused on Nostro Vostro accounts, replacing those Nostro Vostro accounts. Just so you guys know, there's trillions of dollars locked away in pre-funded accounts by Swift to allow these payments to actually go through in a pre-approved way. Ripple is trying to focus on eliminating that and get rid of those pre-funded accounts. It's the end goal for them. This on-demand liquidity is also patent technology, similar to Hedera HashGraph's, patent technology as well. So this is huge, right? And then we talk about, line of credit. This is all utilizing XRP. Line of credit is more so for SMEs. SMEs are a $10 to $15 trillion annually market, which is incredible to see. And of course, they are also focused on NFTs similar to HBAR. We actually do see here recently to mint an NFT on Ethereum will cost you $400 to $500, and to mint an NFT on the XRP ledger will cost you $0. XRP ledger is the future of NFTs. Now, I don't think that, one could be the 100% future. I think that NFTs on XRP or on the XRP ledger and also NFTs on the Hedera mainnet are also going to prosper fairly well. But I do think that HBAR is actually a little bit ahead of the curve with NFT.com being, built within the Hedera ecosystem. So these two assets are doing incredible things in massive usability. We also know that the XRP ledger could do offline payments, which offline payments is a great thing to do because a lot of people actually don't have access to internet. I know that that's crazy to think about in 2021, but there's actually a lot of people out there that don't use the internet. So, I think that XRP and Ripple combined, they're doing incredible things. Of course, we talk about, the SEC lawsuit as well. The SEC lawsuit, just so you guys know, if Ripple does win that, we could just say that $1 trillion will be targeted very, very fast. I mean, we will hit that target very quick. And just so you guys know, we will probably hit a $2 trillion market cap and a $5 trillion market cap just as fast if that SEC lawsuit gets, pretty much thrown under the bridge and Ripple comes out victorious. Because we also talk about all the US-based ODL customers, coming in. ODL will thrive at that point as well. The adoption of XRP will thrive. We also see XRP being relisted on major exchanges. We also see Ripple going live with their IPO. So that is the end goal there. These two assets are going to do incredibly well as we do march forward on in time. Their technology shows that, their adoption shows that. Ripple is already signed up with 38 of the top 100 banks. We already know that they have 300 plus financial institutions under their belt. This is two massive gems within this space. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys do want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. If you guys do want my personal exit strategies and all that kind of stuff, you guys can get that on my website, NCashOfficial. I also have the Crusader Trading Bundle Pack that includes everything for one price, and this price does increase with all new products that get released. But if you do purchase this for this price, you get all future products for free. So with that being said, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.